Spirit of the cards, moon and stars above, cast your divine light and answer me.
Seadoll? What is he trying to divine with such desperation?
I beg you to tell me, will this food offer the perfect fuel for my dance? I yearn for more than merely food. I crave the savory. Please, Spirit of the cards. That was not the answer I wanted.
He's not acting like he did before. Not at all. Please, calm down, Seadoll.
Divine One.
I don't know what this is about, but this isn't like you at all. Crave the savory?
Are you trying to tell me that eating this will provide the perfect fuel for my dance? It's dough fried in butter and then bathed in an oil sauce. And it's incredibly delicious.
Oh, I had one of those. It was delicious, all right. I'd think it'd be extra fuel for your dance.
Are you making that up?
Well...
Or just guessing? I'll need to consult the cards for the real answer.
I mean, I think I do know. You're doing all that dancing. It's got to be good fuel. And tasty, too.
You don't understand. A dancer of my caliber must be disciplined. On the battlefield, I must inspire all with my perfect dancing. So I must eat only perfect food. If I'm careless, if my dancing suffers and someone dies, I can't allow that.
Seadoll, I'm sorry.
Now, I must retreat to the fortune shop, and to a meal that is not fried.
You're looking a bit grim, Celine. Problems?
Ah, Divine One. Do you remember the tea we enjoyed together the other day?
It was so good that I'm not likely to forget it anytime soon.
It would appear that shipments of those leaves are becoming a favorite target for highwaymen. Changing the trade routes has made little difference. Each day brings more victims.
That's awful.
I am not often called on to intervene directly in matters such as these. But this is an emergency, and no one in Firene knows more of tea than I. So Mother has requested that I handle the problem, personally.
How do you feel about that?
I suspect it may be part of my education. Even if my brother is first in line for the throne, I am still Princess of Firene.
So, what's your plan for dealing with them?
I thought I might drive them off with pranks. Wouldn't it be lovely if things were as simple as they are in folk tales? But real life isn't so pastoral.
No, it's not.
I will show no mercy to anyone who causes suffering to the people of Firene, and I will go to any lengths so that my people may enjoy the peace they are accustomed to. Don't look at me like that, Divine One. This is a duty I must bear. Now then, please excuse me. Action must be taken in this matter, swiftly.
That's the most concerned I've ever seen you look, Diamant.
Oh, Divine One. I apologize. Didn't think anyone else was here.
What's that you're holding?
This is a medal my father gave me a while back. A commendation from the king.
From King Morian.
I was with our troops during an intense battle against Illusia. We found ourselves surrounded. We needed to make a quick retreat, so I took command out of sheer desperation. When we returned, Father gave me this medal. It felt like the first time he saw me as a leader, but occasionally, I wonder, was it my leadership that got us home? Or was it pure luck? Perhaps I didn't earn this.
So even the Crown Prince of Brodia suffers through moments of self-doubt.
Sorry to shatter the illusion. To protect my country's reputation, I must insist you keep this conversation private.
Of course. You saw me in a vulnerable moment with that corrupted soldier. So let's call it even. But I will say one thing. Knowing that you do have a vulnerable side makes me feel a bit closer to you. Vulnerability isn't always a bad thing.
You're a peculiar leader, Divine One.
Ulchrist, do you have a moment?
I do, Divine One. What is it?
Why are you standing like that? Are you okay?
I'm preparing to bow.
And why are you doing that?
I want to be ready in case I need to apologize for something.
Oh, for the love of... There's no need for that. I just wanted to discuss that wolf incident.
Oh? Well, what about it?
I need you to understand something about me. And about you. I'm not higher, you're not lower. We share the same footing. Try not to think or act otherwise, okay?
I wish I could follow that order, but I just don't believe it.
Hey, come on. Why is it so hard for you to accept that?
I'm very sorry to disappoint you, Divine One.
I guess it can't be helped. I worry, but you do get results. Keep handling things your own way.
My own way? Are you sure? I'm aware that I often bring the mood down around others, and I struggle with compliments. I'm nowhere near as confident as my brother, so I'm sure my hesitation frustrates people. Despite all of that, you really think it's okay for me to keep handling things my own way?
I do, but I hope that someday you'll take what I've been saying to heart.
Very well. Thank you for your advice, Divine One.
Are you ready to begin, Divine One?
I think so, Lyndon. But I do want to double-check one last thing. This experiment will somehow result in making people's lives easier and happier, right?
Absolutely, Divine One. What I learned by examining you is certain to lead to a new discovery or three. I anticipate very interesting results relating to quality sleep.
Quality sleep?
You dozed for 1,000 years, after all. It's fair to say no one has ever slept more soundly than you. Maybe we'll find out why.
Do you really think that's likely?
I most certainly do. This could be a godsend for those who struggle with insomnia.
I hadn't thought of that. All right, sure. I'd love to help with your experiment.
I greatly appreciate it, Divine One. The first step is to cast thunder on you a few times to see how your body reacts. You'll grow numb to the pain soon enough, but your hair may not survive the experience.
You know, I've changed my mind. Sorry, but you'll have to find another test subject.
Vale? Why are you looking at me like that?
Are you really okay?
I really am. I mean, it was strange. Taking corrupted form and waking up from that. But I'm fine now. And it's all thanks to you, Vale.
I'm relieved. I also wanted to apologize for everything I've done. Everything I did in the past. So many people died. And it's because of me. I was too weak. It's my fault they're dead. I know I can't be forgiven. Not completely. But if you could, even just a little, I'm so sorry.
Oh, Vale, it wasn't your fault. The Fell Dragon was controlling you. He's to blame, not you. You say you're weak, but it was your strength that freed you from him. That's impressive.
Thank you. I'll get stronger too. Like I said before, I want to be a dragon like you. Ready to save the world. And I'll do everything in my power to make that happen. I just hope you'll help me?
Absolutely. That's what a big brother is for. I'll do anything I can to help you. It's the least I can do to make up for not being around. Don't worry. I'm right beside you, little sister. We can do this together.
Yes, we can.
Divine One, I have something to discuss with you, if it's not too much trouble.
Oh? No, it's no trouble at all. But first, you can loosen up a little. I don't bite, I promise.
Of course. Forgive me. I've been working up the courage to ask you about this. See, I love rare critters, and I especially love dragons.
So, you think of me as a rare critter?
Well, you're rare at least. You're the world's only divine dragon. So I was hoping you'd help me understand your species a little better.
Wow.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Please, go ahead.
All right, I'll cut to the chase then. Tell me, what is a typical day like for you?
Let's see. Someone wakes me up in the morning. I eat breakfast. I train until noon. I live like a normal person, to be honest. Is that helpful?
Very. Basic activity is much like that of an average human.
Wait, are you writing all this down?
Of course. This is excellent material for the book I'm working on about you.
Book? You don't think that's a little much?
What do you mean? Future generations deserve to know all about the Divine Dragon.
I guess so.
Congratulations, big guy! Anniversaries like this don't come around every day. You should buy something to celebrate! It's a steal with my special anniversary discount!
The anniversary of what, exactly?
Aw, don't play coy with me. I think you know just what I'm talking about.
I do not. I have not the slightest idea.
But how could you not know? It's your anniversary.
That explains nothing.
Think hard. I bet it's on the tip of your tongue. Come on, you're getting close.
I have no idea what you are talking about.
No? Too bad. Guess you won't be getting my special anniversary price on this fruit after all.
Suppose it is the anniversary of an important event in my life. How would you know?
No need to get hung up on details like that.
The odds are in your favor that any given day is special for someone you're trying to sell to.
Tipped my hand there, did I? Oh well, let's just call this the anniversary of the time we talked, and I'll sell you the fruit. How does half price sound? Are you really gonna haggle with a poor little girl?
You are a bold salesperson of dubious morals. Still, I admit I am impressed. I shall buy the fruit.
Yes! Chalk up another sale for me. Thanks for your business.
Okay, Clan. Spill it. What are you sulking about?
Isn't it obvious? The pamphlets! I can't believe I was too chicken to hand them out. I don't deserve to call myself a fan.
Clan, does every fiber of your being course with passion for the Divine One?
I mean, yeah. You know that.
So, there you have it. You're a fan, plain and simple.
But...
Being a fan isn't about what you do. It's about what you feel. If you've got that sweet, dragony passion in your heart, you're a Divine Dragon fan.
Huh. Yeah. You're right. You're right! And you know what? I'm gonna try again. I will pass out those pamphlets.
That's the spirit.
But first, I think we better make a few changes.
What, right now?
Right now. You said it yourself. Being a fan is about passion. Where's the passion? We should write about our experiences with the Divine One, so our enthusiasm comes across. There aren't enough illustrations either. Let's ask for help from someone who can draw. And the interview needs... more. We didn't even ask if the Divine One prefers red or blue.
Wow. Look at you, all motivated and stuff. That's the hard-working brother I know and love. These are gonna be the best pamphlets ever. President Clan, let's get to work.
It would be my honor, President Fram.
All right, Yunaka. I'll listen to what you have to say, but if a single lie slips through your lips...
I'll start from the beginning, and I won't lie. The girl in this story isn't named Yunaka. She's called Larimar. She's born to a poor family living in a town on the Brodian Bluffs. Her parents abandoned her. She isn't even old enough to understand why. But then a man takes her in. An assassin.
Oh?
He tells her he wants a little helper. So he trains the girl to kill.
To what end?
Easy money.
So this man foisted his profession onto you?
Correct.
And that's how you became an assassin. There is tragedy to your tale, but you've earned no sympathy.
I'm not asking for sympathy. And I'm not done.
Fine. Continue your story.
Wait, someone's coming.
Is that a problem?
We'll have to finish this another time.
Very well.
Yunaka, do you have a moment?
Sure.
About that sparring match just now. I feel like your attitude needs adjusting.
What do you mean?
A sparring match isn't a fight to the death. But you went right for my throat back there. I'd like it if you slowed things down a bit. Try being a bit more sporting.
What? No, sorry, but that's ridiculous. I'm not gonna do that.
Excuse me?
Mirren, I know you think it's super stylish to pause for a monologue in the middle of a fight. But if you're gonna do that, you might as well point to your kidneys and ask for a shanking. With me, the worst you get is a bump on the noggin. A real enemy would eviscerate you.
I know that. I just wanted to test out a bit of verbal repartee.
Test it for what? If it's no good in an actual engagement, then what good is it?
I get it, I do. But what's wrong with a bit of verbal jousting during sparring matches? Dropping a catchphrase during combat spices things up. A mid-battle monologue sounds cool. Just do what you need to do after I'm done talking. We're allies, after all.
No. It's a bad habit to make light of combat. I thought for sure you'd understand that, seeing as you're a knight. Guess I was mistaken. If that's all, I'll be going.
Come on, Yunaka. You're right, of course. I just wanted to have a bit of fun.
Citrine, are you still worried about my reading the other day?
I am. I have thought of little else since.
I see.
Brodia's towns. Have you ever been? They're wonderful, especially after a nice long bout of rain. The sun peeks out from the clouds and all the buildings glitter, like a scene from a fairy tale. As a young girl, I used to sit by the window during storms and wait for that moment. I would even skip my ballroom dance practice and just sit there, waiting.
It's a beautiful story. Like one from a book, but reality isn't storybook beautiful very often. You can't just sit and wait for the rain to stop.
What?
Sitting and worrying about what Brodia's fate might be won't help your homeland.
I know that. I'm not waiting by the window anymore. I'm out there in the mud fighting for Brodia. But I'm just one person. I can't protect the kingdom on my own. And that, well, it breaks my heart. I have to go. Excuse me.
Citrine.
Cito, I've heard you're really good at telling fortunes.
I am. Or I guess I should say, I was.
Oh, does that mean you're not good at it anymore?
Well, I guess I'd say I'm in a bit of a rut at the moment.
I didn't realize fortune tellers could get in a rut.
It would seem so. Sometimes you just don't feel it, and it shows in your readings.
I see. Well, I was thinking of asking you to tell my fortune.
Is something troubling you?
Sort of. I've been very tired lately. I was hoping there might be some special way to fix it.
I see. I'm afraid I can't be of much help right now.
Is there anything you can do to get your fortune-telling powers back?
I don't really know. I think I just have to wait for it to come back when it's ready.
Well, how about you tell my fortune anyway? I won't mind if you get it wrong.
What? But why?
Humor me. I'll just assume your reading is incorrect.
If that's what you want. Let's begin. All is revealed. Go to the market and act like a cat. Good fortune shall be given you back.
Act like a cat? In the market? That's a little bit strange, isn't it?
Definitely strange. I told you I'm all out of sorts. Just pay it no mind. It won't come true.
If you say so.
Seadoll? May I ask you about something?
What would you like to know, Prince Alchrist?
I've heard that you were once part of a traveling caravan. Is that true?
Yes, that's right. Merchants, performers, dancers. I've traveled with them all, and many more.
Really? That must have been incredible.
Incredible? That's a flattering description. I'm surprised you think so.
Well, I've rarely traveled outside of Brodia. My duties as a prince keep me so busy.
I see.
I'm also a bit of an introvert. I envy those who can navigate foreign cultures with ease.
The world is full of wonders. The things I've seen, some of it would take your breath away. In fact, if you're truly interested in that life, I could tell you a story or three.
Really? I would enjoy that very much.
Of course, if I tell you these tales, I will be obliged to leave out some of the best bits. I can't be responsible for inspiring a prince to go adventuring beyond his kingdom's walls.
Oh, no need to worry. I'm not that brave. I was anxious just asking you a simple question. Lapis, I want to apologize for making that vow the other day.
Oh, but Prince Alchrist, please, don't worry about it. I should apologize for trying to tell you what you're allowed to say.
You did nothing wrong. It was my mistake. I didn't consider how my words would make you feel. However, there is one thing I'll stand by. I really do think that you're an amazing person, Lapis.
That's not... I'm really not that amazing.
You are. I know that you are. I know that you always send part of your pay back home to support your family. I also know you spend your free time subduing dangerous beasts that enter the area.
How did you find out about...
You're so much more valuable to this world than I am, Lapis. That's why
That's why you keep saying that you should be protecting me. Oh, Prince Alchrist. You have no idea. It breaks my heart to hear you talk like this. I'm sorry. I have to go.
Wow. I really am useless. I can't even let a close retainer know how much I appreciate her without upsetting her. I'm unfit to be anyone's master.
Oh my. What is that you're drinking, Lapis? It smells heavenly.
Princess Saline, this is regular tea. Yep, nothing special about it.
Do you mind if I have a sip?
What? No, you're a princess. You shouldn't be drinking this sort of thing.
What's the harm in it? You seem to be suffering no ill effects.
It's not that. It's... well, see, I didn't get the tea leaves from a shop. I harvested them from a wild plant nearby.
Do you mean that you make your own tea? That's wonderful. Now I must insist that you let me try it.
All right. If you insist. Here.
Thank you. Oh, this is bracing indeed. I wasn't quite expecting the taste.
You like it? I actually made the tea set by hand as well.
You made this? Its finery would shame some artisans I know. I'm very impressed that you're able to make so many things all on your own.
I appreciate that, but really, it's nothing special.
Nonsense, Lapis. If it's not too much trouble, could you teach me to brew tea like this? I'd be interested in learning which wild plants to pick and how to brew tea from them.
I'd be happy to. Let's go to the forest together sometime and I'll teach you.
Excellent. I shall pay close attention, my teacher of tea.
Oh no. What am I going to do?
What's wrong?
Well, my parents run an inn beside the finest hot springs in Elusia. Oh, I'm sorry if that makes you jealous. I can't help that I grew up an only child in the lap of luxury.
Wow. Sounds lovely.
Yes, but my parents have just informed me that the inn is having trouble with bears.
Bears, huh? They can be tricky to deal with. There's no time to lose. We'd better write up a letter telling your parents what to do.
But I don't know anything about bears. I have so many talents, but dealing with terrifying predators isn't one of them.
Leave it to me. I'm from a village where we deal with them all the time, so I know my stuff.
Really?
Here's an example. Let's say you find a bear eating your crops, so you say, "Hey, get out of here, fur face, or you're in for a world of hurt." The bear will be like, "Oh, sure thing," and have lunch elsewhere.
Wow.
Seriously, I'm speaking from experience here. I've done it dozens of times.
All right, you're the expert. I trust you.
I know lots of bear management methods, from intimidation to good old-fashioned combat.
Please teach me everything you know.
I thought I was going to die. I mean, I'm pretty sure I did die. Twice! I screamed so hard I lost my voice at one point.
So, what'd you think of your first time tearing it up on Wolfback?
It was exciting, but mostly terrifying.
You're such a kidder, Lady Vale.
But I'm not kidding. Not even a little bit. It's a miracle I'm still alive. In fact, I can't believe I am alive.
Takes your mind off everything, though, right? Couldn't you feel your worries just float away?
I guess you could say that.
Good. You looked a little tense earlier. I thought this might be a good way to unwind.
I do sometimes wonder if it's okay for me to be here with all of you.
I hear ya. But next time you start feeling like that, you let me know, alright? We can tear it up to the horizon and back.
Okay, I will. And Tamara, thank you.
Another bad dream, Princess Saline?
Is it so obvious? As I recall, you've also had dreams of losing your brother, haven't you? I'm curious, when did they start for you?
Only recently. Shortly after we entered this war against the Fell Dragon, my father told me, if your brother and I both die, it will fall to you to protect our kingdom. I thought that sounded impossible at the time. My mighty father and invincible older brother die in battle? How ridiculous. But wars are often unpredictable.
I know what you mean.
Now I'm haunted by a growing fear that my bad dreams might become reality. What if an enemy catches him off guard? What if we're separated and I never find him again? I've lost count of all the horrible ways my dreams have taken Diamant from me.
My experience has been similar. In my dreams, every disaster I can think of comes to pass.
Now, after every nightmare, I crawl out of bed and check on him as he sleeps, seeing him sprawled out, snoring louder than the sawing of a log. That puts my fears to rest.
I'm glad you have that, at least. My brother is too much of an early riser for me to do the same. I'd be roped into his workouts.
Funny. I'd imagine that seeing him up and running in circles would be a relief.
It does help, I admit. Well, speaking with you has calmed my nerves. I am sorry for worrying you.
Not at all. If you have another bad dream and want to talk about it, I'm always here. I can't make them go away, but at the very least, you know you're not alone.
Thank you, Prince Alcrest. I find that very reassuring.
Hey, Jade! Got a sec?
Certainly, Princess Tamara. What do you need?
I hear that you're from a mining town, so you know a lot about minerals and stuff.
That's right. My father was a gemologist, so I picked up a fair bit of knowledge.
Perfect! Seeing as you're such an expert, wanna go mineral hunting with me?
You're going mineral hunting?
Yep. See, I'm on the hunt for a big, fabulous jewel to be. I already have a place in mind, but I'm not sure how to go about finding a gem there.
Ah, I understand why you came to me. I wouldn't mind joining you, but if you're interested in jewels, why not visit a jeweler? You are royalty, after all. I'm sure they'd sell you as many rare stones as you want.
Yeah, but that's no fun. I'd much rather find one for myself. You know, do it the old-fashioned way.
I see. That's a rare perspective. Well, if that's the plan, I'll be happy to guide you. I'll take a few notes along the way. I might be able to mine some ideas for my next novel.
Perfect! I get a dazzling jewel, and you get a dazzling protagonist. Win-win!
Excuse me. Princess Hortensia?
Prince Alcrest? What's up? You're not usually much of a talker.
Well, I was just, no, never mind. It's not important.
Nope. No running off after a build-up like that. Come on, spit it out.
I want you to,
Nope. Didn't hear you. Louder!
Please teach me how to be more confident.
Ow! Too loud. Tone it down, back it up, and explain yourself properly.
You always have such boundless confidence, Princess Hortensia. It amazes me. I don't think very highly of myself. So I hoped you might teach me to be more like you.
Ah, okay. Yeah, makes sense. Too bad for you, though. I'm not teaching you a thing. Maybe if you weren't a Prince of Brodia, I'd have considered it. But you? Nope. No way.
Oh, of course. I understand.
Wait, what?
Brodia has invaded Elusia more times than I can count. You have every right to deny me. Besides, you shouldn't waste your precious time on someone as worthless as me. Honestly, I'm shocked by my own impertinence. How embarrassing. I'll leave you be.
Hang on a sec. I never said that.
It's all right. Please, forget I even approached you like this. I won't sully your ears with my pitiful mumbles ever again. You have my word.
Wait, Prince Alchrist? I was so sure he'd get mad and snap back. He's even worse off than I thought. I'll have to try a new approach the next time I see him.
Not good enough. I can't protect the kingdom like this.
Diamond, are you okay? You're drenched in sweat. What happened to you?
Alchrist, you're not supposed to see me like this. I'm fine, don't worry. I was just doing some focused training with a few of our mages.
I've never seen training wipe you out like this. You might have some kind of illness. We should get a doctor in here to check your...
I'm not ill, Alchrist. Do you remember when you asked if I have any weaknesses? Now you know. This is my weakness.
Your weakness is training with mages? I don't understand.
As a boy, I made a careless mistake while handling magic. Had a serious injury for a while. Ever since then, I've been afraid of magic.
You? Afraid?
That's right. Now I work like this every day to overcome that fear and conquer my weakness. That's why training with these mages is so important.
I always thought you were flawless.
No one is flawless. I have to train like this every single day. Alchrist, you must not speak of this to anyone. Do you understand?
I won't tell a soul.
I should get back to it. I don't like to keep the mages waiting.
Diamond, you don't need to push yourself so hard.
We're Brodia's protectors. It's our duty to grow stronger in every way we can.
Oh.
Talking with you has settled my nerves a bit. I'll be fine. Don't worry.
But Diamond... He's afraid of something. My brother has a weakness. I can't believe it.
All right, that's 10 of you. Who's next?
Very impressive, Saphir.
Prince Diamond. Didn't realize you were watching.
Checking in on our soldiers is part of my job.
Don't worry about me. I'm in prime condition. Built for battle. Ready anytime.
I've seen enough to know that's not talk. I'm sure you can handle just about anything. Like, say, a sudden sparring match. Got time for a quick round?
Sir, I couldn't possibly.
Oh, sure you could. Don't tell me you're not up for it.
I have a long way to go before I'll feel ready to take you on. When I'm truly satisfied, it'd be a privilege to spar with you.
I see. And when do you think that will be?
When I finally get past my hatred.
What do you mean?
The war with Elusia has been too bloody. I haven't been able to wipe away the stain on my memory. I want to put it behind me, but I need to be stronger than I am right now to do it.
I see. Sorry, Saphir. I didn't mean to dredge up painful memories like that.
Not at all. I'm honored by your invitation, and sorry to decline it.
Oh, it's hopeless. My best is still so weak. I don't deserve to be Alchrist's retainer.
I disagree.
Alchrist? Again? How long have you been there?
A while. I apologize for spying. I was worried about you after our last chat. Do you really believe that you don't deserve to be my retainer? You know that's not true.
Alchrist, you and I are cousins, practically siblings since we grew up together. And for as long as I've known you, you've carried a low opinion of yourself. Growing up in Diamant's shadow didn't give you many chances to shine on your own.
That's true. I suppose it's still true.
But I've seen you shine. I see how amazing you truly are. You always spot a person's greatest skill or best quality and make sure they're recognized for it. You support and openly praise the people around you. I could go on.
You're giving me far too much credit.
A person like that should be protected. I've felt that way about you since we were children, but I was a fool to think I could succeed at that. Convictions aren't enough. I am simply not strong enough to keep you safe.
That isn't true.
I'm sorry, Alchrist. I'm so sorry that they chose me to be your retainer. If you weren't stuck with me, I'm sure you'd have someone stronger by your side.
Citraine.
Did you need something from me, Prince Alchrist? I see. You are pretending to ignore me.
I still refuse to forgive you. You know why. How else should I behave in the presence of someone who helped to murder my father?
I apologize for my part in your father's death.
You do?
I know an apology can't heal your wounds, or really achieve much at all, but we are now allies. I think it's important we find what common ground we can and meet each other halfway. That is why I'm taking this crucial first step. I am truly sorry about your father.
Princess Ivy, I used to fear your family and your country. I never dreamed we'd end up on the same side. Life is so unpredictable. It pushes us forward, ready or not. Holding on to past prejudices will only trip us up. From now on, I promise to do my best to find that common ground you mentioned.
Thank you. But you should know that staring is rude.
You're right. I apologize for being so careless. I won't let it happen again.
At least we're looking in the same direction. Perhaps better times lie ahead. Louis?
Yes, Princess Ivy?
You always seem so cheerful. Is there some particular reason for it?
No, this is simply my default expression.
How curious. It may be due to my own reservedness that your demeanor leaves such an impression on me.
It's true, now that you mention it, that I haven't seen much cheer in you. And what a sight that would be to see.
What are you suggesting?
I have a keen eye for observing the way people socialize, you see.
This is not reassuring.
Which is why I was so powerfully struck by the idea of seeing you in such a context. The Princess Ivy among dear friends, wearing a wide grin. What a captivating thought.
I will thank you not to cast me for any role in your imaginary theater.
The first step is to figure out what you might have cause to celebrate. I think it may help if you accompany me for a time.
Your dedication to your goals, off-putting as they may be, is impressive. Very well, Louis of Firenze. If your ambition is to make me smile, I invite you to do your best.
My best is all I can do, Princess Ivy.
Marin! I've been meaning to tell you. Fighting alongside you is a thrill. You're quite cool.
Me? Cool? You're too kind. But since you mentioned it, can you be more specific? How exactly am I cool? Just curious.
Oh my. Where to start? You just seem so fearless out there. It's like watching a brave knight in action.
A brave knight, eh? I like the sound of that. Anything else?
Oh, shall I go on?
Well, I try my best to be, as you put it, cool. But I don't always know if it's working, I guess.
That is a bit unexpected. I wouldn't have guessed that a woman like you would be concerned with others' opinions.
Oh, I am. During battle, one must maintain an air of cool. Revealing weakness can be fatal. I mean, lose your cool on the battlefield, or off the battlefield. And you're asking to get hurt. No matter what anyone says, appearances are important. You see?
Yes, I do see. Though it must be very difficult to keep that in mind on the battlefield. And off.
I'm sorry, but I better get going. I've got to get back to my training. But thank you for the talk, Citrine.
It was nice to catch up. Best of luck with your training.
Jade, face me. Show me your skill in battle.
No thanks, I'll pass.
So quick to turn me aside. Why? I have heard your strength has won you tournament victories in Brodia. Such strength is meant to be shown and used. Do not keep it to yourself.
I didn't receive orders to engage you. I have no personal grudge against you. Why fight?
Jade, you disappoint me. What I hear of your skill is so exciting. Please, I must see it for myself. How can I earn the favor of this bout? I will do anything you ask.
Anything? In that case, would you be willing to answer a few personal questions before we battle?
Easily. May I ask why?
I need to round out a character for a new book I'm outlining. You can help me fill in the gaps.
I need only talk about myself?
That's right. And it sounds like we have a deal.
Louis! Are you peeping again?
Pardon me, Pandreo, but I would never do anything so gauche as peeping. I prefer to think of it as observing from afar.
Oh, well, excuse me. That's nothing at all like peeping. Whatever, bud. If you get bored of not peeping, you're welcome to party hardy with me.
Party hardy?
Yup. You and me can let our hair down and do some good old-fashioned male bonding.
Male bonding. I've wondered lately if that may be something worth observing firsthand.
Well, what do you know? Serendipity.
Quite so. Pandreo, I would be exceptionally pleased to accept your invitation. Let the two of us explore all the ways in which two men may grow ever closer.
How is it you make everything sound suggestive? Anyway, I'm glad you're on board. Though you should know I take my partying seriously. We're gonna shimmy and swing till dawn so you can forget about sleeping.
I shall match you measure for measure, Pandreo.